morning, dear student. Today we are going to discuss the background section of poetry, in which we generally have been given the three ages: Victorian poets, Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, Indian poetry in English, and African poetry. These are some we can say movements that was going on at that period in English literature. For that, we have to discuss only Victorian poets, Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, Indian poetry in English, and African poetry. So it may be very useful for you while facing your multiple choice examinations, multiple choice question examination, because most of the questions are given in these portions. So it is the most important aspect of the syllabus that we must discuss and give more scope than other portion. So I think it will be very useful for you to solve the multiple choice question on this portion, because while going through this particular portion we have to keep in mind the objective. We have to give more trace on objective questions. So while discussing, you have to note down some questions that I will repeat or I will trace on. Okay. So dear student, the first moment in this particular syllabus of BA second same English literature, this is Victorian poet. In last semester we have discussed the metaphysical poetry, classical movement, then romantic movement, and Renaissance, metaphysical school of poetry, Augustan age, and romantic age. These were the three movements in English literature, particularly in the section of poetry. So after that, after the end of romantic revival, there was the origin, we can say, reviving spirit against romanticism, and there were some aspects responsible for emerging these traits in the poetry section, particularly we can say what were the factor responsible for begin this particular movement. So we have to discuss. So Victorian poets, the Victorian age refers to the period of the reign of Queen Victoria from 1837 to 1901. This is the most important line you must write down as you are having the pen and notebook while hearing this particular video, because the multiple choice questions may be asked on this particular line. The duration of Victorian era. You have to keep in mind that era is from 1837 to 1901. This is the period. That period is called particularly Victorian period. And why it is called Victorian period? Because it was reign. Reign म्हणजेच काय? रेजिम, राज्य ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, आपण त्याचं सरकार ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, the reign of Queen Victoria. That's why it is called Victorian period, because in that period there was regime of Victoria, Queen Victoria, and that period was from 1837 to 1901. This period is called the Victorian period. It is difficult to point out accurately when the transitions means change. Transitions, we can also say this is transition periods means just as for example we are today we are going through the summer season, but when summer start and winter ends we cannot say, because as in January, February, that period is generally called September, October, November, December, January. This period is called generally winter season in our India. But in February, March, April and May, this period is called summer season. But as we are living in February February, we generally have some effect of previous season. That is, in February we also feel some types of cold in night, and we also feel some type of heat at the day. There are some features of winter season, at the same time there are some features of summer season. That is the period, transition period we can say. At that time we generally suffer from the viral infections and that type of generally incidents happens in that transition. That period is called transition, means that winter is not totally ended and summer is not totally started. That period is called transition period. In the same period, in movements also, generally in as far as our English literature is concerned, we cannot say at particularly at the day, at that time the romanticism was ended and at that particular time the Victorian period was started. We cannot say. There are some transition period, means transition periods means writers writing in that particular period have some traits, have some features, have some characteristics of previous period. At the same times they also try to have some changes, have some changes in the writing and nudges to the next period. That is called transition period. थोडक्यात जर सांगायचं म्हणजे हा ट्रान्झिशन पिरियड आपण याला असं म्हणतो की आपण समजा जसं आता आपण असं एक्झॅक्टली वी कॅन नॉट से, म्हणजे रोमॅन्टिसिझम आता याच पिरियडमध्ये खतम झाला, म्हणजे जसं आपण बघितलं का तर इन ब्रॉडली we can consider the 1837 to 1901. This period is called Victorian period, but it is not, we can say that exact. We cannot say from this month we can say that from this month, from months of January 1837 the exactly Victorian period was started. We cannot say. There are some transition periods. Transition periods चा अर्थ असा होतो की जेव्हा आपण रोमॅन्टिसिझमच्या काय काय फीचर्स होत्या, जसं आपण काय म्हणतो इमॅजरी, दे जस्ट फोकस्ड ऑन द नॅचरल लाईफ, दे फोकस्ड ऑन नेचर, दे ऑलवेज ट्राय टू राईट देअर पोएट्रीज इन the language that may be easily understood by the common people, means they didn't even differentiate between the language of prose and language of poetry. These were some traits followed by romantic poets. But as far as we go through the Victorian poets, we have some different features in Victorian period. But if we observe some poets just at the beginning of 1837, we will have the both traits of romantic periods as well as Victorian period. That is called the transition period. So it is difficult to point out accurately when the transition from the romantic age actually begins, and since the literature of some of the later romantics like Jane Austen anticipate the style and subject of early Victorian literature. This is Jane Austen and other poets in that particular period have the both traits, both the features of romantic period as well as Victorian periods. It marks a period of transition into the 20th century from romantic period while maintaining link with it. Means it marks the period of transition into the 20th century from romantic period while maintaining the link with it. If we observe the writer writing at the particular period when Victorian period was started, but we will observe that they have some features of romantic as well as they are also linking their literature in the prevailing movement, means Victorian movements. So we generally have the both features of romantic as well as Victorian period in that poets writing that in that transition period. Okay, Victorian writers exhibit many tendencies of preceding era, but at the same time nudges literature and arts towards the new path. Victorian writer exhibit म्हणजे काय, दाखवणे, शो करणे. Exhibit many tendencies of preceding era. Preceding era म्हणजे कोणता, विक्टोरियन पिरियडच्या आधी येणारा म्हणजे कोणता, रोमॅन्टिक पिरियड. रोमॅन्टिक पिरियडमधच्या रोमॅन्टिक लिटरेचरचे जर आपण थोडक्यात जर वैशिष्ट्य बघितले, जसं रोमॅन्टिसिझम ऑल्सो द रिवोल्ट अगेन द रूल्स अँड रेग्युलेशन ऑफ क्लासिकल पिरियड. द रोमॅन्टिकचा प्रेसिडिंग पिरियड म्हणजे कोणता? क्लासिकल पिरियड. क्लासिकलचा प्रेसिडिंग पिरियड म्हणजे कोणता? मेटाफिजिकल पिरियड. मेटाफिजिकलचा प्रेसिडिंग पिरियड म्हणजे कोणता? आपला रेनेसन्स पिरियड. तर आपल्याला मेटाफिजिकल पिरियड्समध्ये जर आपण बघितलं की तेव्हा आपल्याला असं दिसत होतं की एकदमच क्लिष्ट फारफेच इमेजेस, दे आर थिंकिंग बियॉन्ड नेचर ऑफ फिजिकल वर्ल्ड, and that their thinking were totally beyond the understanding of the common people. That's why people got bored, we can say. People got exhausted with their far-fetched images and their learning. That's why they even thought at that time there should be some rules and regulation while writing the poetry. And after the metaphysical poetry, there was the beginning of classical period, revival of classical period. When that in that particular period we observe the whole literature. The classical literature means, actually it means, the classical means the literature of highest order, means that particular literature has the qualities of highest literature, highest order. That literature is generally called the classical literature. But as far as the classical literature in English we consider, Augustan period particularly, so we will come to know that they just they just fortified themselves with the help of rules and regulation. That's why pure individuality, there was not scope for the individuality, we generally say. When we consider this world and all the creatures living in this world, we know that each and everyone has some extra, some we can say the different characteristics, different abilities and different capabilities, different talent. That's individuality. But as far as in classical literature, they just force themselves to write their poetry in rules and regulation. That's why there was no scope for the individuality in classical literature. That's why there was also revolt against that rules and regulation in classical literature, and there was the beginning of the Romantic revival. We can say 1798 the publication of lyrical ballad was marked that there was the revival against there was a revolt against the classical literature, and there was revival of Romantic literature. And after that, in Romantic period, the Romantic period was also, there was some they even didn't differentiate between the language of prose and poetry. They always wanted to write their poetry that may be easily understood by the common people. They focus themselves totally nature life, the rural life, and they always try to give or explore, or we can say express the feeling as pure as the nature. And after that, there was the industrial revolution in England at that period. In Victorian literature we generally say there was the industrial revolution, and that's why the villages were vacated and they were attracted toward the city life. And there was we can say the emergence of establishments of the various slums, and people from the rural areas gathered there, and they were living in unhygienic situation. That was also the impact on the literature in Romantic in Victorian poetry we generally see. And these were the all background on this background that Victorian period was revolved, and we will discuss in next video that how that atmosphere, that background affected the literature of Victorian period. So the Victorian writer exhibit many tendencies of preceding era, means Romantic era, and also but at the same time nudged means push forward, nudged literature and art towards the new path means Victorian literature. तर त्याच्यामध्ये काय बॅकग्राऊंड, या सगळ्या बॅकग्राऊंडमध्ये इंडस्ट्रियल रिव्हॉल्युशन झाल्यानंतर तिथे जे सगळे स्लमचं खूप सारं डेव्हलपमेंट झालेलं पाहायला मिळते. आणि त्याच वेळेस जेव्हा इंडस्ट्रियल रिव्हॉल्युशन झाली तर एक मिडल क्लास चा आपल्याला उदय झालेला दिसते. आणि मिडल क्लास असा होता जो पिरियड होता की त्याच्या मिडल क्लास म्हणजे जनरली वेल्दी फॅमिलीज आपल्याला पाहायला मिळते, आणि दे ऑलवेज ट्राय टू अलिनेट, दे आर सेपरेट देमसेल्व्स फ्रॉम द पुअर क्लास. And that is also one tendency that we generally reflected in the literature of Victorian era. सो प्रिय मित्रांनो, तर बाकीचं जे आहे आपण द रिमेनिंग पार्ट्स ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर लिटरेचर, पर्टिक्युलर मोमेंट वी विल डिस्कस in the next video. Thank you.